Hey church, Pastor Alex here. The elders and I just met last night and are excited to have developed a plan to gather again on the 13th and the 14th of June. And so the 13th is a Saturday night. For those of you who are quick on a calendar, you already knew that. That's a Saturday night. We're going to have our first service of gathered worship back Saturday night, 6 o'clock, June 13th. And then we're going to follow that up on Sunday morning, the 14th, with our normal service times of 8:15 and 10:15. You might say, why add a third service? Well, here's why. Because we are going to significantly limit the capacity of our building down to about half. And so in doing that, we need 3 services to accommodate everyone. Now, the way that these 3 services are going to work is that you are going to go on to our website, redemptionoup.org, and on the homepage, there's going to be a tab where you're going to actually sign up for the service that you're planning on coming to. You're signing up, and it's very, very simple. It's your name, how many people are coming, and an email address. And the reason that we're doing that is only so that we can then close the service once we hit our capacity numbers, okay? So want you to know that. Now, if hopping on our website is difficult for you and you don't want to do that or can't figure it out, you can send an email to the office and say, hey, it's so-and-so, I'm bringing X amount of people, I'm coming to the second service. Okay, great, that'll work too. And if you don't like that, then or that what doesn't work for you, then you can call the office and say, hey, name, how many people are coming, and we'll do it that way. All right, so a reminder, 3 services, Saturday evening at 6, and then Sunday morning at the normal times, 3 services total. They are going to be capped, so we will close them, and it's on a first come, first served basis, so want you to be aware of that. Now, when you get here, things are going to look a little bit different. These services are going to feel a little different. We warned you about this and want to remind you of it again. The services are going to be shorter. They're going to be shorter for a couple reasons. One, we aren't providing childcare, so we need to keep those services shortened up a little bit. Second, we need to disinfect the whole building in between services. And third, because the people who are a lot smarter than us say that if you can limit the amount of time you spend in a public space, that helps. And so we're gonna listen to them. They're smarter than us, so we're gonna listen to them. We're gonna open the doors of the building so there's some ventilation in here, and that's how those services are going to look. If you want to wear a mask, wear one. We'd encourage you to wear one, actually. We aren't going to require you to wear one, but we'll encourage it. We are going to ask you not to shake hands, not to hug, not to do those things. I know that's going to feel weird. You might have to kind of holster your hands in your pockets to sort of keep yourself, because I'm going to, that's what we do. We shake hands, we hug. That's what we do. But we're just going to ask you to not do that as best as you can on this first weekend back. All right. Again, maybe a couple of just concerns that I have for us to all of us be aware of. First would be the expectations. Again, if you're expecting this to just be everything's back to normal, everything, at Redemption Hill is like it's always been, you're just going to be really disappointed. I mean, the pews are going to be taped off. We're going to have to sit every other pew. It's going to be a little bit strange. And so we want you to know that coming in. But if greater than an expectation of normalcy is an expectation to encounter God through gathering with His people, singing His praises, hearing His word, then you will not be disappointed. And so I pray for you, for me, for us, that we come here seeking after God more than anything else. And in that, then we will not be disappointed. A second concern I would have would be this. I want us to be very, very careful and very, very clear on the value, really on the preeminence of gospel unity as a church during this time. Some of you are watching this and you're thinking, man, that is way too early of the elders to reopen. That's a bad idea. Others of you are saying, man, it's about time. They should have opened 2 months ago. Some of you are going to walk in here and you have a mask on and somebody else doesn't. You're going to be like, man, what a, or the other way around. And in that, we want to remind ourselves that unity does not come because we all think the same. Unity comes because we are all different people who think different thoughts, but have a common King and a common cross upon which He died, and a common redemption. And in that is where our unity derives itself from. So we have every sermon I've ever preached at this church has trained us for this moment in time. because every sermon that we've ever preached here says that Christ is King, the gospel is preeminent, and nothing else matters near as much as that. And so now it is time for us to remember what is most important, which is Christ our King, the kingdom He's establishing, the good news of the gospel that He has made available to us, and to let everything else fall by the wayside. Okay? So let us come in here looking for God, longing for God, excited to gather again. Let us remind ourselves that not all of us should come. Not all of us should come back. And there's no judgment whatsoever if you choose to stay home. It's a wisdom issue. It's a wisdom issue for you. And it may not be wise for you to come back, for you to come back with your family quite yet. It's okay. We're going to live stream the service. Don't feel pressure to come back yet. But we do need to start gathering again at some point. And so we, with much prayer and much conversation, have decided as elders that the time is this weekend, June the 13th, Saturday evening, and June the 14th. So we're excited about this. We're praying for you. Please pray for us, and we'll see you very, very soon.